Have you ever thought about trying a combat sport? Well, I have the perfect sport for you. The sport that I'm going to talk about today is Taekwondo. Now, I love Taekwondo. I've been taking it since I was 10 years old. I love Taekwondo not because of the combat experience, but also because it teaches me self-control and self-discipline. Now, I'm not an expert at Taekwondo, but I'm going to provide a little bit of facts about Taekwondo. I'm going to talk about a history of Taekwondo and the 3 different kicks that I just performed, which is the round kick, the side kick, and the hook kick. So I'm going to begin my speech talking about a little history of Taekwondo. Now, no one knows exactly the exact date of Taekwondo when it first started, but it's been around for about 1,300 years. In the 1900s, the art involved with the introduction of the Chinese and Japanese techniques, but people were concerned about it because it did not demonstrate the incredible kicking power of the art, which is really what Taekwondo is all about. The name was not official until 1955 by the Korean general Hong Hai-chi. What he did was he organized a movement to unify Korea's martial arts styles and presented the name Taekwondo to a committee to select the name for the style. Now, Taekwondo has 3 different Chinese/Korean words with it. Tai means to smash or kick with the foot. Hwan means to punch or attack with the hand. Do means the art of way. When you put these 3 names together, translated, it means the way of the hand and the foot. In the 1960s, Taekwondo began to spread internationally and evolved throughout the late 1900s to primarily a combat sport. However, self-defense, fitness, and the philosophy of self-discipline and knowledge were still crucial elements that are still part of the Taekwondo today. Now that I gave you a little background history about Taekwondo, I'm going to talk about the 3 different kicks that I just performed at the beginning of my speech. The first kick that I want to touch on is the roundhouse kick. Let me demonstrate that kick one more time for you. Now, this is also known as the wheel kick or the round kick, and it's an important kick that builds on the basis of all the kicks that you learn in Taekwondo. There are 3 different techniques to use this kick. The first one I'm going to talk about is using the kick with the shin, which is right here. Now, this offers a very hard impact surface, resulting in less pain from the thrower and more damage to the target. When executed in this manner, the kick comes straight from the ground towards the target, making the entire body thrown into the process. The second type of round kick that I want to talk about is the instep. Now, this is seen in most kicking art. The instep offers a greater range of precision than the shin. However, without proper padding, a round kick thrown with the instep can result in a lot of pain. The third way to use the round kick is with the ball of the foot, which is going to be located down here. This is a very rare method of kicking in some forms of karate. The ball of foot is less fragile than the instep, while it's not as strong as the shin. This method allows for the range given by an instep round kick, but will impact concentrated with the smaller area. This can be injurious if the toes are not pulled back properly. Now, the second kick that I want to talk about is the side kick. I'm going to demonstrate that side kick again for you. Okay? Now, this is the most powerful kicks in any situation. It's an excellent defensive kick, and it's also a devastating offensive kick. This was demonstrated by Bruce Lee, and he showed the true power of a person can generate from a simple thrust of a leg. When using this, always make sure that you have good balance, or you'll be thrown off when you use the kick. And the best time to use this kick is when your opponent is caught off guard, because that powerful thrust in the leg is going to deliver a powerful blow to your opponent. The third kick I want to talk about is the hook kick. Let me demonstrate this one more time for you. Now, this is a more advanced kick. It's a sweeping circular kick brought from the side against the opponent, striking your opponent with the heel. Now, this is also known as the reverse side kick. Now, there are 2 different variations to using this kick. The first one is the standard hook kick, which is the one that I demonstrated. And this is less powerful than all the other kicks that I demonstrated at the beginning of my speech. Now, the second one is the spinning hook kick. I'm going to demonstrate that one for you. Now, this is more powerful than the standard hook kick, and that's because you're using your entire body and you're thrusting your leg too, so it's going to deliver a very great blow to your opponent's head. So I know Taekwondo can be a little bit challenging because of the advanced techniques that's involved, but it's definitely worth the try. Not only with Taekwondo are you going to learn combat experience, but you're also going to learn self-discipline and self-control. So now that I taught you the basic techniques of Taekwondo, go out there and start signing up for those classes because you're going to be great at it.